There is a well-known reality concerning girls and relationships. Get over males more quickly, whereas it takes you months to forget about her working out and controlling your emotions. In a week, she'll be over you and dating other men instead. After a recent breakup, it has become sort of a routine for women to sleep with different guys every weekend. Even in popular culture and among female friends, it is supported. Here's why she'll move on from you more quickly. She has to be prepared to say goodbye in case you are a disposer because you are disposable, and she gets of you rapidly because of this. Here is an explanation based on evolutionary biology. In the past, you may perish at any time from a war or a hunting accident. But today, since men are disposable, women must suffer the repercussions of our disposal. So the swift movement mom is a protection strategy since we were never required to learn it because women are not disposable. She always has options, which is a major factor in why this occurs. Even if you believe she doesn't care even the slightest amount, a woman with a lovely face and a profile filled with her choices will always have alternatives to you. Ask to see the chats of a close female buddy if you have one, if you don't trust me. Or your partner, their texts are overflowing only from the internet. She has several choices in real life, including friends, superior orbiters, and white partners. She always has folks she can relocate to. The following day, the woman can ask her friend if they want to sleep together by giving him a call, and they will agree. Therefore, she will proceed more quickly. She has backup plans and options. It comes naturally to her. She is not required to kill all the men out there. She need not begin the whole cycle all over again. Her most valuable asset is her physique, and all she has to do to pique people's curiosity is deliver that. It's important for most guys to realize this. The majority of men live their lives believing that their sexual markets and methods of attraction are similar to those of women. Nothing about women is the same, not even the people they call friends or their romantic partners. For a male, the idea of a friend is very different. She never even considers dating the friends ladies since she finds them to be so nasty and unappealing. Don't realize it though, and will continue to adore her in the hopes that she may one day permit them to strike. I'm not just saying that, numerous research have supported this, where it is reported that men have sexual intentions for the female friends they have. Although it's not always on their minds, they would be willing to deepen their friendship if requested. Women generally do not experience those emotions, and many times they are not even conscious of them. But to her, every friend is a potential alternative who she may turn to for a backup partner in the event of an unexpected breakup. And the guy is going to be eager to comply. In actuality, things work out like that. But let me say this. In my opinion, it's best for society for men to be blissfully ignorant of how women actually behave. Men can work and contribute to society in this way without having to deal with all those additional stressors. Given how important image is to social success, women embraced it. The problem is that most red pill thought is not original or groundbreaking. These things were well known several centuries ago. Just read some philosophy, that's all. The public's perception is the only thing that has altered during the past few decades. Postmodernist deluded thinkers have relentlessly propagated this idea over the past 50 or so years, that women are unique bulwarks for everyone. Men are stupid animals, and that's good and fair in the world. The solution is therefore also not particularly novel. All this irrational stuff has just served to elevate men and change how they view the world to be more female-centric. It turned males into creatures that needed external approval, which comes from sex. The impact will be minor if she decides to cheat if the most significant aspects of your life are not oriented upon women. In order to avoid making a bad long-term decision, you must learn to recognize red flags and even pink ones. After 10 years together, little things start to irritate you more. Read a lot about psychology and behavioral science to improve your ability to evaluate possible partners' moral character. Discovering who you'll be spending the rest of your days with is not manipulative. Ignore the humiliation brought on by this low-quality woman's hate. Being treated in that way causes them to question their exaggerated worth. There may be numerous tests and warning signs that you need to be on the lookout for. You can learn a lot about some of them online, but the harsh reality of breakups is that they happen. Males love differently than women do, hence men will experience heartbreak. Because we go all out and do everything for the lady we love, we are particularly adept at just being nice people. We're very laid back. We won't hesitate to sacrifice anything for her. All we need in return are sincere compliments. Sadly, women consider all of that to be weak. They'd rather play games and analyze everything, including straightforward acts of affection and minor disputes, until it becomes a problem they can't comprehend. That is why it hurts when we break up. We can't stop thinking about the girl. Men take up hobbies and join gyms for this reason. Because they have lost their trust, many men also become resentful and unpleasant. But in a few days, women will forget about us. Brother, it is the cycle, if you truly were a valuable man. After a few months, she will recognize your value as someone who gave her pleasure and purchased her everything. Women tend to desire to return at such time. However, society just serves to accentuate their conceit. She will be instructed not to return, not to make any apologies, but rather to pursue further partners. After a while, ladies will realize what they've lost, but by then, the male is already over her. Instead of sleeping intermittently, he is not being led by emotions the entire time. He started working on himself and his profession, read books, went to therapy, and took action. The guy moves on from her in a healthy way and begins to be successful and content. Perhaps he begins dating someone else as well. It is frequently asserted that improving oneself is the best retaliation for a breakup. She becomes much angrier when she realizes that you are achieving and doing so well. She enjoys the hypocrisy of us. She believes, hey, I hurt him and crushed his heart. However, he has since healed and is still active. To her, that demonstrates mental toughness. She wants to go because he intimidates her, but he won't take her back. The majority of these ladies go away because they ultimately don't feel appreciative for what the guy gave them. The ideas of loyalty and shame have been completely eliminated by society. Women are no longer held accountable for their acts by society. I'll give you some advice though, don't go getting that chick back. It's not the same as before. She won't admit her error and resolve to be a lifelong married. No, she will become accustomed to your accomplishment and demand more as her requirements increase. Ladies who dumped you because they no longer had any regard for you or because they dated someone else will always try it again, but with a higher value person this time, because there are no very valuable rarities. Men and a woman's grief for wealth and prestige knows no bounds. Society will encourage her to pursue even more top 20 men because it will reward her promiscuity. She will abandon any notions of sincerity and loyalty in favor of seeking out new relationships. So pay attention to you. First, put her out of your mind, and never speak to your ex-partner again. That's it for today. I hope you like and get knowledge from my videos. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Soon I'll see you all.